like someone dancing with a tung Sahar model, and someone's in the comment sections preaching like a Baptist church pastor at 8 a.m. on Sundays. I don't mind if people post on their Instagram stories.
And people are just writing a whole bunch of verses in the whole comment section, especially of some freaky ass video or what's up, it's Ahmad J back here with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by Tommy NFG. The video is going to be on Performative Religious Epidemic. Man, when I think of Performative Religious Epidemic, obviously because of like how celebrities, you know, portray a religion and then grift on to something else. Like, I'm not calling Sneeko a celebrity, but like this nigga kind of just got attached on to, I forgot what was, I think it was Islam. It was something. It was something. I just don't want to get it wrong and just be looking like a fool in the comments. But it was something this dude grifted to. He been grifting to a lot of shit these past years. But yeah, it's like basically when a person just goes to a religion, kind of rides it a little bit, and then they're just not that religion no more, or convert to another one. It was like what Brittany Renner did, bro. She was like I think she was with Kevin Gates also, and they were like married or whatever, or fake married. I don't know what it was, bro. She converted to that little religion for a little while and then hopped off of it. It's just basically dick riding a religion until you know, like until you like the hype has gone down and then you go to something else. But that's how it is with literally everything, but just, you know, the religious thing attached to it. But let's just get into it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying my videos. Let's get into it.
According to stats, out of 8.3 billion people on the planet, 6.7 billion people identify with the religious group. Out of that group, over half the world's population identifies with an Abrahamic religion, being either Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. And I can say from a completely unbiased perspective,
it was Islam. It was Islam. I think she went to she converted to Islam and then started talking about she's not going to be doing all that freaky stuff for anymore, and you know how that ended up now.
As somebody that's Christian, that these groups have never caused any conflicts or wars in society, and there's no historical things you can point to say otherwise. Okay, editor, you can stop that. We get the point. Ever since social media integrated within our lives, people being performatively religious began at the dawn. And it's not like this didn't exist before. Just look at any faith healing church video from the 90s and you'd say some of these people should have gotten Oscars for their performance. With social media now, the extent people take to act so performative with it is crazy. I want to give a little disclaimer though before we go into it. I'm obviously not saying all people who are Christian or Muslim or religious are like this. That would be crazy considering the fact that I'm Christian as well. But some of my fellow Christians, I have to call it out, have been moving ridiculous, especially on TikTok. Recently, there's been a trend, you could say, of Christians on TikTok trying to fantasize oppression. Basically, they'll make a video with a caption saying something like how unmoving if they ban the Bible, putting themselves in hiding trying to not get arrested. You would think these videos are trolls or memes, but they're deadass imagining some weird scenario where in America, a leader strips all their rights to the Bible.
Okay, from this point forward, we are silent. Not quiet. Silent.
Face to right. Face forward. Can I see?
Get back. You would think they're in some country where a leader labeled you having the Bible as a threat and you'd get the death penalty if you got caught. It's even funnier saying this in America, considering the fact that 62% of the population here is Christian. Every president has been Christian. I mean, for God's sake, the Pledge of Allegiance mentions God in it. Y'all are trying so bad.
Bro, don't forget about all the rappers that kind of just are performative also, when like they basically do all the killings and all that, you know, all of that stuff, and then they convert to Islam out of nowhere. This is shit Lil Durk did. Lil Durk did that, and then all his homies. I like Lil Durk, but like it just feels like I said, it feels performative. But it just feels fake, honestly, because you're out there doing killings and robbings and or whatever you probably do behind the scenes. Only you and your God that you believe in know what you be doing, bro. So like, I don't know if that weighs heavy on their minds, and then they get into a little circle and start praying. Like, that's what I kind of don't get.
to be oppressed, it's only embarrassing every other Christian. I can tell you right now, I never walked outside with my cross on and went,
"It's a cruel world out here. If they catch me with this, I might get packed up. It's a willing sacrifice I'm making. No one will ever get me to betray the Lord."
I'm not saying there isn't Christians out there where it may be harder to express their beliefs depending on the country they live in, but America or any Western country sure as hell isn't one of them. I can give you a scenario. If I walk outside where I live in Texas with a cross on versus a girl who's Muslim with a hijab on, who do you think is gonna get more stares and face potential harassment on the street? I can only imagine the Christians in countries that actually persecute you seeing these videos. They're probably punching the air as we speak. The performative religious people I also can't stand is the people who go in comment sections and spam religious verses. I could deadass be looking at a video of someone dancing with a tung Sahar model, and someone's in the comment sections preaching like a Baptist church pastor at 8 a.m. on Sunday. I don't mind if people post on their Instagram story.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is just well always documented every time, bro. And I see it a lot, bro. I'm just flipping through the damn timeline, and then, like he says, you see a funny video, and then there's somebody just like, there's a difference. Look, there's a difference between saying, "Oh, look, God loves you today, guys," but then people are just writing a whole bunch of verses in the whole comment section, especially of some freaky ass video or freaky ass like meme or something. Don't ask me what goes through my timeline. Don't judge me. But yeah, like it's just like a whole bunch of memes, and then you just see somebody just preaching like a preacher, like he said, man.
Stories or even have a page spreading their beliefs. But going in random comment sections of people's accounts is not the way to convert. If anything, it would push them away and just get those people irritated seeing it. And I know that because even I'll get upset when I keep seeing it all the time. Like, I'm just trying to look at some comments, man. I guarantee no one has ever had a successful conversion to that religion by seeing a random person's comment. They'll try to justify it by saying, "What's wrong with spreading the gospel? Do you have a problem with that?" And it's like, no, just because someone doesn't want to be spammed with something constantly in their face means they hate it. There's a reason why people meme on this specific thing. One of the worst epidemics of performative religious people online is their callouts. Will swear they're the most holy and devout to their religion. Like, they fully dictate things and they've never done any wrong in life. Then whenever they see their favorite influencer or celeb do something they don't agree with, could it be something as little as getting a flower tattoo or an ear piercing? They're sending paragraphs in their DMs every day like,
"Wow, man, I can't believe you changed. That flower tattoo you got? That's the devil in your ear at night while he touches your anus vigorously to get you on his side. You really changed for real. I used to be a fan of you."
Whole time in their private lives, they're committing as many sins as can be counted in life. Y'all know that one meme of the Muslim dude who drinks, smokes, has sex, but as soon as pork comes by, he's the #1 Islamic scholar? That's really how people be moving nowadays. It's absurd to me because every believer in God knows you can't decide someone else's fate. It would be one thing if you saw your favorite influencer get.
You know, it's crazy. That's an example of what I seen on American Dad. It was like I think that it was kind of like Stan's best friend basically, and he thought he was perfect throughout everything, but then he discovered his religious beliefs, and then like he had to learn throughout the episode, or learned throughout, like, the theme of the episode, saying like, "Oh, you can't force your religious beliefs upon people, bro." The moral story, because I think he was an atheist, and Stan was a Christian, patriotic Christian, and yeah, when you force your beliefs upon people, it's just gonna keep pushing them away, and they're not gonna want to believe in that. They're not gonna want to believe in like how you move, and because they're gonna be thinking all Christians are like you if you're gonna be forcing your beliefs upon people. That's just a good example.
Some crazy satanic tattoo, start posting photos of them worshiping Baal and Epstein statues. But people will see someone get one little thing and go crazy. Nothing is more of a perfect example than the Black Boy Max situation.
Oh,
if you don't know
man.
Black Boy Max, he's a streamer on Twitch who also does music as well. And this year at Kai Streamer University, and
wait. You're not a diva, you're a demon. I'm sorry, bro. This shit was just funny because this nigga just looked like a goddamn fool talking about, "You're not a diva, you're a demon." I don't know what he is, but like, I thought it was just like he was emphasizing that accent way too much. And I reacted to this video. I'm like, why are you dressed like that and telling this nigga about a tattoo, bro?
streamer who was his friend came up to him and they started talking like normally, until bro goes in on him and says he's a demon and possessed because he got a tattoo, which then led Max to emotionally break down on stream and end his stream.
When you want to be a demon, you're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming. Don't lose yourself to sell your soul, Max. They want your soul.
Mind you, the dude that said this, this is how he dressed at Stream University. The people that call this out.
See what I mean, bro? And bro, the real thing about when it goes into some deep shit, I really hate that, like, you know, these people in these comments, that people, especially some of these creators, they're always saying like it's some demonic shit or it's some other type of shit. Illuminati got you to do this. They always talking about everything in the fucking book, and they always talking about this is like for the you know, like this is who the kids be watching. Like, bro, if you don't want your kids to watch this shit, if you don't want your kids to be like, you know, watching content creators like that, tell them to stop watching. I doubt they're just gonna stop watching them. They're gonna probably watch them even more. Like, nowadays, a lot of people do not care about all of that stuff, bro. I don't know why people go into conspiracy theories, you know, when people, you know, start expressing themselves, or, you know, like I said, Mega Max could be gay. Who cares? It's just a nothing burger you shouldn't be worried about, bro. You shouldn't even be worried. You shouldn't be worrying about like that. When I see something like that, I'm just like, bro, there's more important shit in the world you should be worrying about right now, and you going into some random popular streamer worried about them being gay or something, or wearing a wig on stage and saying it's a bad signal to the kids. Like, bro, what? And like, I doubt I fucking doubt all of them literally do not even be like, you know, going into like paying attention to really what happens to kids in like other countries, or, you know, I'm going to it on a deep spill, bro. I don't feel like doing all that. But like, you get what I kind of mean. They're always the voice of reason, but they don't, you know, try to live by that themselves by, you know, going out to helping or donating or something like that. What are you doing in your life to help?
Always got something hiding in their closets every time. The main reason he was saying this is because Max started wearing wigs with some outfits, and he also got a tattoo that says Diva. So people are assuming he's gay, and I guess sold his soul or Hollywood made him gay. The people saying it because the wig thing is funny, because what do you think artists were doing in the 70s and 80s? All the rock stars and biggest black artists were wearing wigs or hairpieces. Michael Jackson, for God's sake, basically wore wigs for half his life, and everyone.
And I also discovered on some pause when I say this, like, bro, we know like Michael Jackson and, you know, Prince and all of them. Prince literally had his ass cheeks out. I was like literally like going through like, you know, old fucking like on like a video run, like on an Instagram account. They were literally like posting like old videos of like, you know, superstars and rock stars of the past. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this nigga had his bare ass cheeks out, and y'all worried about this nigga wearing a wig. All right, nigga.
Knew he wasn't gay. He was the opposite. MJ was Mr. He also said the Diva tattoo was close to Diddy's name. This had to take the biggest sniff of cocaine for granted. And even though a lot of people obviously sided with Max, including his friends, there's still people saying the other streamer was right. My problem with these people is they're always the biggest hypocrites ever.
Exactly.
They smoke every day, or drink every day, or go to the strip club every night. But when a guy gets a tattoo, all of a sudden their sins are canceled out and he's worse than Satan. Dudes will be saying men's mental health needs to be talked about more, and why are we shamed and we can never do anything? And as soon as a dude starts expressing some type of style, they go on to hate the person and say they're lame. Like, even if he did believe this, is it not crazy to go on a live stream in front of thousands of people and shit on your friend? If any of my friends did this publicly, I don't care how long I know them for, I would never talk to them again. Nothing is worse though than those political churches. Growing up, I went to an Ethiopian Orthodox church, which was a lot more quiet and small, so I never realized how insane some churches were moving until I grew up. Since 2024, there's been an explosion of clips of MAGA churches, and you will see clips of these churches wondering if they even worship Jesus. They'll either go on political rants saying how one side of the country is all demonic and need to go. Treat Trump himself like he's literally the figure they're praying to.
Basic income is ungodly. Redistribution of wealth is ungodly. Giving money to people who aren't working is ungodly. What that
last dude was on a villain monologue. He ain't even try to hide his hate. He says all this, meanwhile, churches aren't taxed. Like, you have the biggest advantage ever. Of course you're gonna say that. He'll be the person saying that stuff is ungodly, meanwhile, not the billionaires who get away paying nothing in taxes while everyone else has to pay. While that money could have been used to help save lives. If you go to a church like this, I feel like you're not even going to hear the gospel. It's more of you're going—
honestly, yeah, I kind of got the cusp by that. Like, a lot of like people be saying like money's the root of all evil and stuff like that, but then like you know, when you're in church, you gotta like pay up. I know everybody does it. You get the cookie, and I mean, I said the cookie, the cracker, and you know, little drink. But like, I never kind of got it. Especially, I seen clips of like churches that are like asking for you know, an insane amount of fucking money, bro. And like, I think some preacher didn't even let like the people out because he was asking for an insane amount of money. He told the ushers to keep the door locked. And if that's how churches are moving, I don't know, man. That will get people to turn away.
Going to hear political talking points and a little bit of the Bible. It's crazy because the church I grew up in, they made sure not to shove any of their political talking points to us. Unless it was something directly affecting the church, people actually went there for church. Also, not to get too into Bible scripture, but according to what he's saying, Jesus was ungodly as well. Just saying. Churches and religious buildings also aren't able to endorse political candidates due to a law. But the law is never enforced at all. And due to that, in the 2024 election, there were so many churches endorsing candidates. The main one being Trump, of course, because he needed that sector of the vote. I wonder how those people feel about him posting himself as Jesus. What the f is the point of making the law only for it to never be enforced? I guarantee if they just pressured one church to remove their tax exempt status, none of these churches would take the risk again and they would stay silent. Also, I don't think this is a good idea because if there's a pastor preaching their personal politics—
oh my god, a lot of people were pissed off about Drewski for this whole thing, especially the people that he parodied. Like, I didn't even know this was real until I like seen like a whole clip of an actual preacher up on zip lines. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, people just going to church, bro. People are not trying to like see all of this crazy shit, bro. Like, gee, man, like, bro, just preach and just not do no extra stuff
all the time. It's gonna sway people from one side not to go there when the point is we're all following the same book. The last thing I'll talk about is religious fear content. If you're on social media, you've probably seen at least one video like this in your lifetime.
If you skip this video, Jesus will be very angry. Many people have scrolled past this video, and they will never receive Jesus' blessings again.
You're gonna die very soon if you skip this video now. If you stayed, it's because they're—
what the heck? Bro, people are using AI to literally force the beliefs upon people? Oh my god, we got AI slop that got to the religious field, bro. I feel like AI have touched literally like all aspects of life now, bro. Like anything you could think of, I feel like it just already touched everything, bro. And I'm not liking it, bro. Whoever made this whole like video, like what if your blessings are just like kind of blocked now, that you're literally kind of forcing your beliefs upon people and basically saying that they're not going to be receiving anything. This is basically kind of like a threat now. You just making Jesus point at somebody, bro. What? This come like a political thing.
There's something important you need to hear.
You would think the person posting this was Jesus himself. This type of content has always irritated me because it operates on a manipulative tactic. It constantly gets people feared and scared to the point where they get this person's account and track every single post to make sure they aren't damned to hell. Some people may think this is just a boomer thing and only people on Facebook are falling for this. But no, every age group be following pages like this. And the people who run these pages monetize it, so they're making money off people's fears. Bro. AI has only made these videos worse and pushed it out to more people. It's hard for me to believe that people are falling for AI videos of Jesus saying to share all of the person's posts or they're going to hell. I just wonder for the people who do get scared of these videos, do they really think by skipping the post as soon as they go to bed at night, their bed is gonna turn into a trap door into Satan's pit of hell and they're doomed? If there was any other group doing this that wasn't religious, they'd immediately get posts taken down and be called a cult that needs an investigation. Some people say they feel guilty.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm pretty smart and already hip to a lot of shit, and videos and like reacting to stuff really kind of make me more knowledgeable on stuff already. So when this stuff is like kind of already told to me, I already figured I figured you just got to be a little slow, much of a slow person to just keep following these pages, or even, you know, believe the aspect of this. You got to be either really religious or kind of really dumb to believe in these pages and saying that they're blocking somebody's blessings, or whatever they trying to get you to peddle. They want to get you to stay to, you know, add up them AdSense.
Still watch the post just because. But if anything, that should be an immediate scroll. That person isn't using the influence of God for good and to send a message. They're using it to benefit their pockets, and that's it. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
Man, this is a really good video by Tommy Energy. But like it literally dives deep on like how people are acting with like religious fields, bro. It dives into all aspects of like the religious thing, and, you know, facade people are kind of putting on now, bro. Like I said, bro, literally, come on, people, stop falling for this type of stuff, because it's literally making these AI people money like hell, bro. Like there's a lot of AI shorts. There's AI, like I said, AI has touched every aspect of this, and it's real sad that it really kind of touched, you know, the whole thing with this now, the religious field, bro. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing, and let me know what he might have missed. But don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We are on the road to 850, and don't forget to check out Tommy FG's original video. And we are out.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?